Okay, now I'm going to do a commentary drive in the Isuzu Dual Cab. I'm just making sure my awareness is heightened of the road environment, checking my mirrors. I don't have a load on the back of the vehicle, so I can use the rear view mirror, but I guess sometimes you would need to be aware that if you have a load on the back, like a Pantech or something like that, or a water tank, that you wouldn't be able to see out that rear view mirror like a car driver would, let's say. So in that sense, the simple thing to do is heighten your mirror checks and make sure that you're having a really good look at what's happening behind you. One good thing about sitting in a heavy vehicle is the bigger the vehicle, the higher up you normally are, which gives you good view up ahead versus it being in a car. So quite often you can see a long way ahead, and as a heavy vehicle driver, so we're talking buses or trucks, you need to be able to look a long way into the distance to be able to see what's happening in the road environment, so you can make early decisions about how to manage different types of contingencies. The general rule I like to use when driving a heavy vehicle is, in a car, when I see a hazard up ahead and I make a decision to come off the accelerator and start braking, in a heavy vehicle it's normally double the amount of time that you're doing those processes. So for example, at the moment I'm following a bus and the bus is just pulling up, so I'm off the accelerator and I'm slowing the vehicle down with some foot brake as well. I'm coming down to a roundabout for a U-turn, I'm just scanning the road environment. I've got a four-wheel drive just pulling up and giving way to me as I do my U-turn at the roundabout. I've got a Subaru as well. I'm working fairly actively with my mirrors to have eye contact with those other drivers, so they see me, I see them. The four-wheel drive is now behind me, about half a second behind. I'm now climbing up a hill. I'm driving an automatic, so I've just got to let it work through its gears. So my throttle control is very smooth and controlled. I'm coming up towards a set of traffic lights. They're green at the moment. I've selected the left lane for the left turn. I'm doing a mirror check. I've still got that four-wheel drive behind me, about a second behind. Turn left at any time with care. My left indicator's on. No pedestrians. Scanning to the right. Having a really good check, making sure it's all clear. Moving directly into the left lane. And the first thing I do is look up ahead, and then I go to the left where I can see a speed sign at 70. The four-wheel drive is now overtaking me. I'm climbing a hill, so I'm just going to again let the vehicle work through its gears. I'm up on 50 kilometers per hour. I'm keeping my mirror checks very active, so I'm aware of what's happening around me at all times in the heavy vehicle. My eyes are running up ahead, about a half a kilometer up ahead. I've got a set of lights, they're red at the moment. Experience would tell me that quite possibly by the time I get there they'll be green. So what I'm going to try and do, and this is what generally a heavy vehicle driver would try and do, is just strategically drive up towards these lights to try and make it so that when we get up there they've already changed back to green. They're still red at the moment, and I'm just easing off the accelerator, just easing off, just letting the speed widen down. They're still red, they're still red. It looks like we possibly will have to stop, that's okay. I'm still off the accelerator, still slowing. Okay, the green arrows come on for the right turning lanes, so they're coming across in front of me. I'm stopping just before the stop line. I've got a blue vehicle on my right, and I'm just waiting patiently for my turn. There's the green lights come on now. Now, the other thing too about being in a heavy vehicle is you'll notice how many people, when there's a right lane available, will go into that right lane and go around you. So that just shows that it's the experience of the drivers sharing the road with me is such that they say, well, heavy vehicle, slower vehicle. Heavy vehicles are only designed for one purpose, moving stuff around. So whether that be gravel, or whether that be water, or pipes, or concrete, or bricks, or people, the focus of the heavy vehicle is to carry weight from point A to point B in a safe and efficient and effective manner. So everything I'm doing as a driver is funneling along those thought processes. I'm up into a 70 zone, Now what I'm checking is my bottom left mirror over here to see the white line to make sure that I'm inside the lane, and my bottom right mirror here, I'm checking that I've got the broken line as well. I'm coming through a set of traffic lights. I've got nobody behind me as far as I can see. The lights stay green. I've got really good vision, so it's a new road, so it's very well designed. I've got a bus stop on the left here. No bus at the moment. If there was, they would have plenty of room to get over and out of the way. Again, I'm looking up ahead as far as I can see. I've got a set of traffic lights, they're green at the moment. My eyes run over to the right, I can see there's a line of traffic over there. So these lights could possibly change, they're still green. I'm coming up to a point now where, okay, they're still green as I'm entering, and they're still green as I'm departing. So no dramas there. More mirror checks, making sure my road position's okay. My eyes are running up ahead. And what I can see is a 70 sign. I'm on 60 at the moment. I probably could go a touch quicker. So I'm just going to pick it up a little bit more, just to keep the traffic flowing. And now I see a warning sign, a black and yellow sign with a koala on it. So as I'm looking up ahead at the traffic environment, I'm also just actively aware that there could be some wildlife around. And if I have that sense that it could happen, then I'm driving into this situation with a degree of anticipation. Our reaction time is on average about 1.5 seconds, but if I want to buy myself some more time, I want to anticipate. Okay, next, form one lane. So, we've got a broken line here, we have to give way to the right lane. It's all clear at the moment. I do a little shoulder check just to make sure. It's habit being a car driving instructor. Bus stop is clear to the left. I mean, let's put it this way, can you use too much observation scanning when you're driving? The answer is no. You can't over observe and over scan. The mistake people do make, however, is they put their eyes in the wrong place at the wrong time. So at the moment, I'm coming up to a very busy intersection. I'm going to be taking a right turn at that intersection, and where my eyes go at critical times is the most important thing. So there's no point checking your left mirror going around the corner when the danger is actually coming from your right. So your eyes need to prioritize where they're scanning. Okay, I've got traffic lights up ahead. We're turning left at the traffic lights, and as I approach, I'm easing off the accelerator. I'm scanning the intersection. I'm putting the left indicator on. I'm doing a mirror check. There's nobody behind me. I'm coming in nice and steady. There's a pedestrian crossing. There's no pedestrians. I'm looking very actively to my right and back behind me, and there's nobody there. All clear. Okay, cancel the indicator. Mirror checks. I always like to check on a left-hand turn, a little check on that left mirror to make sure that my road position's okay. And on the other side of the coin, when I take a right turn, I'm working on my right mirror to make sure my road position's okay as well. I'm looking up ahead. I can see that I'm in a 60 zone, and I'm just cruising along, making sure I'm inside my boundaries here. So I'm inside the broken line, and I'm just keeping that broken line in the center, just a little bit up to the right of my front windscreen. On the left side, I've got good vision on my white edge line. I'm coming up towards a set of traffic lights. They're green at the moment. It's downhill, so I'm just taking that into account as a driver, that if the lights change and I'm in a vehicle, now I don't have any weight on at the moment, but if I was in a heavy vehicle with weight on, then momentum is pushing me down the hill. So I need to take that into account in terms of my driving technique. I'm coming up towards a sweeping bend to the left. There are yellow and black signs on the corner showing me that the road is going around to the left. I'm also looking up ahead here, and we've got a school zone, but I'm outside of school time, so no dramas there. I'm just again checking my road position. I got vehicles on my right, and I'm looking up ahead. I see a warning sign telling me there's a set of traffic lights coming, prepare to stop. Now another warning sign mentioning a school. I'm coming up to traffic lights, they're green at the moment, and I'm going to take a left turn. I'm going to ease off, indicate left. I've got a person very close behind me, so I'm actually braking earlier than normal to control their behaviour. And I'm still braking. I want the correct speed, correct road position, and correct gear for any given situation. If I strategically manage those three, then I'm going to make life a heck of a lot easier for myself. Now I'm just coming down into an area where I've got a stop sign. I'm just going to talk through how to manage the stop sign. So first of all, I just come in nice and steady, just leaning on the brake, my heel is on the floor, and I'm completely stopping. And I feel the inertia of the vehicle kick forward and kick back. Now I do my scans. Some people talk about scanning for 3 seconds. There's no rule that says you have to look for 3 seconds. However, it's not a bad reference point that your eyes go to in this situation, the danger would be coming from the right. So right, left, and right again to make sure it's all clear.